What is up, guys? I am live on Facebook, coming to you from the car right now. And the reason I am live right now is because the world is a beautiful place, guys, and it gives you everything you need if you pay attention. And today I'm paying very close attention, as I am every single day, which is why I get better every single day. And it was so amazing. If you guys missed my Facebook stream, what up, guys? If you missed my Facebook stream on Sunday, I said that I was going to be doing a lot less social media and focusing more on giving to the students who are in my community, who are in my courses, who are always around. Kasim, what up? And people started sending messages like, I don't understand. Like, why would you not want to do all this like live streaming? Like, you're growing this audience. And it was so hilarious, right? The universe gives you everything you need. I was sitting in the operating room today and I was responding to emails, trying to get back to some people because I'm months behind in emails. And I get an email from a student, and I kid you guys not. And I'm going to paraphrase, like, I can't leave this app and get it back to you. But I'm literally, this is exactly how it went. And this is the exact reason why so many people aren't going to get into medical school, and why, if you have the right mindset and the right instruction, you can get into medical school. Let's break it down. This student sends me an email through my contact form. So they fill out my contact form and say, hey, Dr. Pinesett, love your videos. You're so inspiring. You have such great information. Something along those lines, right? So something like that. Then he says, here's my list of what I think it takes to get into medical school. And he said, be altruistic, have clinical experience, have research, have good grades, do well on the MCAT. That's what I think. What advice do you have for me? So that was the email. Hey, Dr. Pinesett, love your channel, love your videos. You're so inspiring. You're so knowledgeable, something like that. And then he sends me a list, that same list. Let me read it off again, those 6 things. It was good GPA, good MCAT, research, clinical experience, altruism. That was his email. And he said, what advice do you have for me? And so I replied to the email and I said, well, that's a pretty basic list. I said some of those things are important, and actually I would say most of the things are important, but it's not the what, it's the how, in terms of how you execute and how you have an impact in those. I said it's not going to be feasible based off what you sent me for me to take you from that list to accept the medical school in an email. I said if you really want answers to all this stuff, you want to figure out how to do all the things on your list well, plus the other things that are required to get into medical school, sign up for my course, How to Dominate Pre-Med, the definitive guide. It has everything from A to Z, how to do well in pre-med, all the areas you can be assessed on, and it breaks down how you can actually execute these things successfully and efficiently, and then also goes into the application, the personal statement, and submitting and making yourself stand out. And what was so interesting was I said that back to him. Hey, check out this course. It'll be awesome. You'll know all the answers. He then replies back to me and says, you're disgusting. And that was it. And I said, disgusting how? I said, should I lie to you and tell you, hey, yeah, your list is perfect, you're going to get into medical school because you listed off 6 things that are somewhat considered into medical school admissions? So I sent that back. And I said, well, if you feel that way, that's fine. Keep enjoying the channel and whatever. And then he said, right, so I said, I was like, there's plenty of free stuff on my channel that you can enjoy. If you don't want the course, there's plenty of great information on there. I said, additionally, there's the whole internet, so you can do your searching and find whatever. So then he responds back and he says, oh, yeah, I forgot. The only reason you got into Stanford was because you're an underrepresented minority. Then he follows that with, I don't care about my students, that I'm only interested in stealing people's money, and that I'm out here exploiting ignorant students, and I'm only giving them information they can find on the internet. And this is like, you guys think this sounds crazy, but these are so many of the interactions that I have, and this sequence, it was just like today, it epitomized exactly why I don't like the anonymous internet and dealing with people, because everyone, and that's why I said, these social media platforms, what they build is this sense. And that's why I titled the video what I did. The internet builds this sense of everything for you, like it's instant. Like you can have it, no work. You can do whatever you want to do without having to put any actual effort into what you're doing. And as we all know about life, guys, when have you ever been successful without putting in any work or any effort? Yet, you get lulled into this false insecurity with social media, with videos, with all these things, and you forget, wait a minute, I actually have to put in work. oh, wait a minute. I can't just get great off YouTube. And that's what I keep trying to tell you guys. Yes, my channel's great. Yes, my Facebook is great. No YouTube video I've ever put together is going to be the video that gets you into medical school. Yes, it can help you get there, but you can never learn enough from a forum, from a single video, from something on the internet that's going to give you like this 5 minutes or 10 minutes or even 20 minutes is not enough to cover what you need to know to execute for medical school. It's the facts of it, guys. Same thing with studying. People email me, give me a study tip. One study tip is not going to get the job done. It's more than that, guys. And that's what separates students who are average or below average from students who are exceptional is they don't stop. They keep running. They keep going. You've got to freaking strive and be your own superhero and go get and be more than just the basic. Because anyone can do a basic Google search and watch a couple YouTube videos and pretend like they're an expert in medical school admissions. And we can fool ourselves and sprinkle like, oh, it's easy. I'll just do research. Oh, it's easy. I'll just volunteer. Oh, it's easy. I'll just... And there's so much more depth than that. Yet we allow people to act like it's so simplified and it's just do research. No, guys. There's a proper way to do research. There's a purpose to research. There's an outcome to research. Then once we do that research, we have to sell that research properly on our application. All these things have to come together. So when someone tells you, oh, it's just this, just do this, and that's it, that's garbage. And it doesn't make me disgusting, and it doesn't make me a terrible person when I tell you, you can never learn enough to be better than everyone else accessing a YouTube channel. I'm just being honest, and I'm on YouTube. But I'm on YouTube, and I'm constantly telling you guys, get off YouTube, get into other people's books, get into my courses, get somewhere, but not YouTube. Not Facebook, because all the answers can't be found. As good as Wikipedia is, Wikipedia does not have the answer to getting into medical school. As good as Reddit is, as good as student.net is, and I talk a lot of trash, you guys know. Time out. If you guys feel what I'm talking about right now about the effort level, everyone give this video a like right now. Everyone like the video right now. Let me know that I'm reaching some of you guys, and you guys aren't on this troll's page where you send a very basic generic list and you expect medical school trinkets to fall out of that basic list and that basic understanding. It's more complex than that. It'd be like when people try to label you as one thing, like, oh, you know what, you're just this. It's like, no, I have many layers, I have many emotions. You know what I mean? I didn't just fail the test because I didn't care. I have things happening in my life you don't know about, right? Things are more complex than just the surface. That's not how things go. And that's why I always tell people are like, oh, well, listen, I failed this test. What do you think the one reason is? And there's never one reason why you fail, right? Because it takes a whole lot of things coming together to make a failure. I don't know if you guys ever heard the Swiss cheese model, but the Swiss cheese model is a quality improvement thing. And basically what it says is, in order for something to go catastrophically wrong in a business setting, right? So for quality to fall off, when you put in multiple checks and balances, what you're hoping to have happen is that things get by one check, but they don't get by the next check. Or they get by those two checks, but not the third check. And what happens sometimes is if your checks don't align properly, you'll have what's called like a Swiss cheese model where the problem can go right through the holes like there's Swiss cheese and all the different checks. And when you fail something or when something doesn't go right, it's not one thing, guys. Oh, why didn't I get in? Why didn't I apply? Why didn't I get in? It's not going to be one thing. Someone who can look at your whole thing and go, oh, it's just this. No. One thing doesn't get you into medical school and one thing doesn't keep you out of medical school. There were multiple issues with your application. There were multiple issues with your interview. It's not just, oh, I answered one question inappropriately on my interview. And for the most part, let's say something crazy. Like, oh, yeah, I like to, touch patients in inappropriate places, like something like that. That was a weird analogy. But unless you say something that crazy, or like I like to hurt small animals, one thing you say at an interview is not keeping you out of medical school. It's going to be multiple things. And so anyway, I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. But my point is, there is no easy way. I never tell people, hey, get in my course and it's easy peasy, smooth sailing to medical school. Woo, woo. Get in my study course. It's easy peasy, straight A's. No. What I tell people is listen, you will not find more sound, more precise, more executable advice anywhere on the freaking planet. Everything I give you is research and experience based and will get you where you want to go. If, if, if you work. If you listen to what I'm saying and then you freaking work the plan. If you aren't willing to work hard, don't get in my study course because you will not become a great studier. If you aren't willing to work hard, don't get into my How to Dominate Pre-Med course because even with all the information in the world, you won't get into medical school because you aren't willing to work. The number one reason, you guys want to know the number one reason I got into Stanford? Let's talk about it. It wasn't that I was underrepresented minority. Let's talk about who wants to know the number one reason why I got into medical school. To Stanford, the most competitive school in the country. I say it's the best school. That's debatable, some people, right? But it is the most competitive. It has the lowest acceptance rate of any school in the country. So, what was the number one reason I got into Stanford? Who wants to hear it? And who can guess? What would you guys say? What was the number one reason I got into Stanford? Let's see if people know what's up. Well, I'm seeing a lot of good stuff here. You guys been hanging out on my channel a lot, huh? So Jane said multiple reasons. I like that. Man of Steel said you were the exception. Joseph said you sold sizzle, not steak. Emmanuel said highest scores. Sally said your hard work and dedication. Joseph said you executed. Determination, X factor, all of them because you're a boss. You differentiated yourself from the execution. You believed in yourself, showed overall exceptional work, enthusiasm, the quality of experience, mindset, solid application, great interview. So all this stuff sounds great, right? And all this stuff is great. And I'll say it was multiple factors. But the number one reason I got into medical school was because I was absolutely resolved to never be outworked. I was resolved to be absolute perfection when application came around. I was resolved to never be able to, anyone else say, oh, listen, I worked harder or better than Andre. Bull-ish you did. I outwork you every day of the week. Who want it? You think you're sleep? I don't need sleep. I'm working, grinding, researching, figuring out what's going on, talking to this person, going over here, networking, doing whatever I got to do to become the ultimate perfect application. I did everything and more that was asked of me. I was a superstar. And all the things you guys talked about, I was the exception. I did tell the sizzle. I did have a mindset. I did have quality experience. I did differentiate. I had all those things. But you can't do any of those things if you aren't willing to work. Because the work is where the separation is, right? What do they say? The separation is in the preparation. I think the separation is in the preparation. The separation is in the dedication. The separation is in the something else, Asian, right? It's giving and getting and going after it and being hungry. And too many of you guys aren't hungry. And social media ain't hungry enough for me to deal with. And like I'm always saying, my squad, we takers, we doers, we achievers, 1,000%. We cannot, won't not, can't stop, won't stop, right? We can't be stopped. And Jerome just said it, the perspiration. Thank you. I need another Asian. Perspiration. I'm sweating. Woo! You have to want it more than other people. And no matter how disadvantaged you are, no matter how much you messed up in the past, you can get into Stanford or somewhere like that, but you got to work. The other part of that, and I want to make this clear, is that you don't have to go to Stanford to be great. I tell all of us, we have confidence in ourselves in my community. We believe in ourselves 1,000%. We're not humble because we don't have to be humble, because we work. And when you work for something, you should be proud of it. When you work to become everything you can be proud of it. And I've worked, pushed myself past my potential points to limits, to things that even when I believed in myself, I didn't think were possible. But through that grind, through that hustle, through that strife, I exceeded my expectations. As much as I believe in myself, I constantly exceed my expectations. And now, because I have such a track record of exceeding my expectations and my standard of myself are so high, I can't even exceed them. Because in my mind, I'm the greatest human being that's ever walked the earth. That is how I feel. I feel like there is no force on this planet that can stop me unless I stop myself through laziness, through ignorance, through hate, through despising other people, through pride. Nothing can stop me. And for you guys, stop being superficial, start believing yourself, and start deep diving, start being about something. Stop asking for a handout and go get it. Don't be cheap, don't be lazy. Be so great that when someone says you got into medical school because you're an underrepresented minority, you can laugh in their face and have 30 witnesses, 40 witnesses to your greatness. That's what it's about. No one can ever make me feel, oh, you're an underrepresented minority, so we got in. No, it wasn't what I got in, because I knew underrepresented minorities who didn't get into medical school. So what are we talking about? The fact that Stanford only had 2 black people. What are we talking about? Talking about underrepresented minority. Ain't no minorities in some of these schools. That has nothing to do with anything. It's exceptionalism. Be exceptional, be great, and people want you. When you're half-assed, averaged, and lazy, nobody wants you. So all I'm saying to you guys is, I'm sick of laziness. I'm sick of people who claim they want to be great, but they're faking the funk, they're posers. I don't deal with fake. And one thing I'm gonna leave you with, and I was thinking about it after I got this guy's video, and it was, as I go out and I did some events the last couple of weeks. I was at Santa Barbara, and the professors, and what keeps coming up, I do these events, is damn, you're the truth. That's what people keep, man, you are the honest truth. I'm just mind blown. Like people, like professors, and it was funny because I have a young black man say to me, "You're the truth," and then I have this old professor say, "You're the truth." And what I was thinking about this on my drive back from Santa Barbara, I was talking to my wife about it. I was like, man, and what was so funny, because then we had that conversation about being humble and being proud of yourself, and I want to leave this quote with you guys. I'm gonna do a whole other video on this. I thought about this. I was like, that's a great little saying. And I don't know if someone else said this before me, but I feel like I'm saying it, and this is the truth. For me, this is how I feel, and this is how you can feel too. Everyone write this down. Take your pens out right now. I don't have to be something I'm not, because I'm everything I am. Do you guys hear what I'm saying? I don't have to be something I'm not, because I'm everything I am. I don't have to feel nervous going out and doing an event for professors. I don't have to be nervous saying whatever I want to say on my channel, because I am who I am, and I've worked hard to be who I am. I don't pretend to be anything I'm not. I'm exactly who I say I am. I'm the greatest medical school admissions expert that's ever existed, period. I hear it time and time again from administrators, from deans, everybody. Like, how do you know all this stuff? I'm saying, listen, because you're one of 50 deans I've talked to. So I know more than you because you're stuck in your little silo of your school, right? Understand, you guys never have to be ashamed of who you are if you're working to maximize your potential and being everything you can be. If you are everything you are, ever could be, you don't have to try to pretend and be something you're not. I don't have to pretend nothing. I don't have to pretend to be fancy for you guys. I am who I am. But that person I am is fucking bomb. Fucking bomb. Because I've worked. If you want to work and get better, do it. That's how you get to medical school. The easy, guaranteed way to get to medical school is to outwork everybody. When someone says, oh, I got this one thing, I got 3 of them. Oh, I got that, I got 5 of them. Let's go. Nobody can mess with you. Nobody can test you. Nobody tests this man, right? Nobody tests this. Who saw that 6ix9ine interview on The Breakfast Club? Tekashi 6ix9ine, right? That terrible, ridiculous rapper. But what did he say? He said, nobody tests my gangster. That's what he said. He said, listen, I talk trash about LA Bloods, Texas Bloods. But he said, but I'd be out there in LA. I'd be out there in Texas. Nobody tests gangster, right? Nobody can test greatness. If you're being everything you can be, nobody's feelings are, you can't hurt my feelings. Oh, you're dumb. It didn't hurt my feelings because I'm doing the best I can to be as smart as I can be. Right? David just said he don't check in anywhere. But that's what it's about. If you're being the best you can be, you can't faze me. I'm too here. I'm working too hard. I'm too focused on being my best self to let you ever say anything about me negatively. All right, Philip, I'm sorry. I just saw your comment. Do you recommend aspiring PAs to buy your courses? Everybody should be buying my courses. If you've ever been a student in your life, if you ever plan on being a student, get in my courses. Studying helps everybody. If you're a pre-PA, get into the study course. Get into the How to Dominate Premed course. The PA requirements are almost exactly the same as medical school. The information and strategies you're going to get in that course will help you get into PA school. I advise PAs all the time. Anybody should be in my courses if you want to get better. Justin said, I wish somebody would tell me I was dumb. We're going to have some dumb issues. Yes, cult of greatness. Brent said, Dr. P, I finally saved up enough and bought your How to Dominate Pre-Med and Medical School application. I've already learned so much. I'm applying in June and can't wait to dominate. Yeah, Brent, you bought that today and already learning a whole bunch. I appreciate that, Brent. Elizabeth, we just got off the phone a couple minutes ago. So Elizabeth was going through some things, and I said, hey, let's hop on the phone. I just got off the phone with Elizabeth a couple minutes ago, talking through some things and just giving advice, right? That's what it's about. Kasim, if you want to be the best in whatever you do, get in the courses. That's what it's about. Emmanuel, I have payment plans. If you can't afford that, then email me. We'll figure something out. Right? Zammy just got into the courses. Be about it, guys. I'm not saying take my courses. You don't have to take my courses. But do more than watching a YouTube video today to help yourself. Do more than watching a YouTube video to help yourself today. Go buy a book. Go talk to somebody who's smart. Whatever you got to do, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Does everybody understand? Go get your freaking greatness. Be unstoppable. Don't let everybody, I'm disgusting. You're disgusting for saying that. And I keep rolling on my evening. I'm having a great day with the people that I care about. So I got that message and I got on the phone with Elizabeth and we had a great conversation. That's what it's about. It's not about bull. It's not about underachieving. It's not about humble. It's about believing so hard in yourself that you become the greatness. Do you guys understand? All right, now that I'm done with all this, I'm going to go home right now. I'm ready to go home. Been working all day. I'm on call tomorrow, 24 hours. I'm rolling. And after that 24-hour call, you guys, Southwestern College in San Diego, Men of Color Conference. I'm keynoting at the Men of Color Conference on Friday. That's 48 hours away. I'm keynoting at 8:45. 8:45. I'm also giving a workshop on networking as a young person, a young student, someone trying to come up. How do you network effectively and build your network so that way you can make impact, right? And do different things and advance yourself. Men of Color, be there. Also, be on the lookout this weekend, this Sunday. On my Sunday live stream is where the link will be first unveiled. Register. It's a free webinar all about medical school application and personal statements. Absolutely free webinar. If you've ever been on my webinars, they're insane. They're off the hook. They're better than my social media stuff. Even though my social media stuff is good, if you've never been on one of my webinars, get to the webinar. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. Sunday, I'm live streaming at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we're actually going to be on YouTube because I messed up my Facebook right now, and I can't go live on my Facebook. I got a little glitch going on over there, so that's why I'm on YouTube tonight. We'll be on YouTube Sunday, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That webinar link will come out. You can register. It's limited seating. It will be next Saturday, so 8-9 days from now, free personal statement application webinar. Does everybody understand? Go dominate right now. Go get better. Whether it's getting in my course, whether it's getting a book, whether it's whatever. But stop half-assing. Stop tipping your toe in the water. Dive in, get wet, get better. Dive in, get wet, get better. That's going on a t-shirt. Dive in, get wet, get better. Remember, I don't have to be anything I'm not because I'm everything I am. Everybody understand? All right. Everyone have a wonderful, wonderful night. Parminder, I'm glad you're loving the courses. Thank you guys. All right. So go. Be great. Disappear. I'll see you guys Sunday, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're in San Diego, I'll see you Friday morning, Men of Color Conference. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on Sunday at 4, or I'll see you next Saturday for personal statement, application, all kind of fun stuff next week. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Man of Steel, flashcard will be the following week. So 14 days from now-ish, the flashcard will go out to the study course people. We're going to have that live webinar, part 1 of the flashcards in 14 days. Long time coming, but it's coming. Thank you guys. Everyone, have a wonderful night. Don't be trolls. Be excellent. Be excellent.